Good morning, YouTube. So it is Tuesday, March 26th, and it's restarting the morning streams, the daily streams, but obviously not in the truck, which allows me to only really have about 15 minutes to actually talk with you this morning. Why? Because I've got the morning sync, the Tuesday morning sync today, the synchronization meeting that we have with the managers of iFly Virginia Beach, and it's one of those things where we just get together and talk about the week, what we've got ahead, and or any other projects and things that we need to know about, that the team needs to know about. But point is, I'm just on here for a few minutes. Good morning, Joji. Thanks for joining as well. And yeah, what are we talking about? Plan of the day. So sync, go to work, go to the sync, and then a lot of admin. I might be able to try to come home and work on some projects and continuing the organization of my office space here, because it's all about efficiency. Why is that important? Why are we talking about it part two? We talked about it a little bit yesterday. Well, for one, this is all, if you will, more YouTube exercise, live stream exercise for me, for one. Also, I mean, I wanted to start this at 8:15, but why did it take me 20 minutes, 15 minutes to get on? Because I'm not efficient at setting this up quickly. In the truck, on the go, using my cell phone, go live, take a quick selfie picture for my thumbnail, and I'm good to go. I'm ready to live stream, and I'll start talking about whatever I want to start talking about. The mind is thinking faster than I can spit the words out, so forgive me. But I'm not very efficient at setting all this stuff up yet right now, and because I don't do this as often. When I was doing it via phone, in the truck, I thought it was relatively good. I could get on a live stream pretty quickly, and maybe that's what I need to do, as opposed to doing the setup here, right on the computer. I just set it up so that it's on my phone and it's even faster and being more efficient. Although I do want to use Prism Live, the live streaming platform, streaming software streaming software on my computer, just so I can get more familiar with it, get better at using it and such. Hey Maggie, good morning. And so, efficiency, for example, just the thumbnail in itself. I mean, look at it. let me share this screen here with you. Let's see here audio on your PC, gallery. I mean, how many times did it take me to take a selfie picture? Because for one, I was just trying to figure out how to do it. I mean, I took a whole bunch of pictures and then I figured out filters, but I couldn't flip the image around. You'll see that it's, if you will, let's see, right monitor, it's backwards. Yeah. So look at this. I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different selfie pictures for the thumbnail picture for this. And I thought to myself, if I take a picture, I have to edit it again to shrink it down to be the normal 2 megabyte file size. Yet, I didn't have to, but I did have to make it and not save it as a high efficiency file, because when I did that, it made it unusable as a YouTube picture. It needs to be a JPEG format, but using the phone. And so I figured out a way by practicing, by putting into action the things I needed to do to get a thumbnail picture set up, which is what I used here, this particular one there. So I'll be deleting all this just to save space on the phone, so I don't have to do it when I've run out of space. But that's the point. I'm not very efficient at figuring out how to do the thumbnail yet, because not only did I have to take the photo, right? I was figuring out how to take the photo and how to flip it around. If you can see here, the name is backwards. The logo here is backwards. Let's see. And I couldn't figure out where the button was to flip that image around in there. But that's okay. I'm figuring it out. I'm learning, and I'm going to be more efficient at that particular task. But efficiency, and I was thinking about that this morning. What am I going to talk about? What will I talk about today? So, yeah, it turns into one of those things where and I'm curious, were you able to see what I was showing you just now? Because I'm not sure if you did actually see what I was talking about. Just to reiterate that, Let's see here, because I'm trying a different format because I got to do right monitor and then move it over here to the screen itself, and I think I failed to do that. So let's try that again. Joji, since you're the only one here right now, efficiency, one more time. I took so many different selfie pictures because I didn't know how to flip the image, getting the right image, the photo that I wanted, applying the right filter, the warm filter, because I've got all this white light that's pressing on my face. And how do I get it from the phone to the computer? Well, if I do it like that, I could just drag this over here, I think, to the desktop, and it'll save it there. So look at that. Instead of me emailing it to myself and then uploading it, there it is right there. So learning how to be more efficient in that matter, in the YouTube live streaming and such. But what are the things that you're doing that can save you time? What are you doing to save an extra 2 seconds of a particular task? For example, I thought about this morning also as I was, putting my vitamins out of the pills. I take 3 vitamins a day, a vitamin B, a vitamin C, and a vitamin D. It's effort, and I know people have the pill boxes where they divide up, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they set it all up, ready to go. So all they have to do in the morning is scoop it out, consume their vitamins. And maybe that's what I need to do to help me be more efficient and save a few seconds, because a few seconds saved will lead to a few minutes saved, which will lead to maybe a half an hour saved of a day for doing those, if you will, not the same menial tasks, but those tasks that take time that shouldn't take a lot of time. Like eating breakfast. How long does it take for me to eat breakfast? And I had forgotten a couple things in my meal this morning. And so, for example, my meal this morning was, and I looked at the clock because I wanted to see how long it would take me, including all the forgetfulness that I was like, oh yeah, this and that and this. 4 minutes to eat breakfast. 4 minutes. It could have been faster because, as funny as it sounds, I consumed my protein and then I started to head up here because I was thinking about the live stream. But I had forgotten to consume my fats. So then I thought, okay, go back downstairs. And then I thought, so I come back upstairs again, and I thought, oh, I forgot to eat my carbs. And so I came back downstairs and ate my carbs. So my breakfast consisted of 1 slice of ham, a handful of mixed nuts, salted, and 1 orange. That's it. It took me 4 minutes to eat all that. It should have only taken me 1 minute. So I could cut that down from 4 minutes to 1 minute by having, if you will, maybe using a checklist. Oh, let's go back to the ACAM. I gotta remember to switch camera angles. So by having a checklist of things to do in the morning, as funny as that sounds, because while I do this on a regular basis, it's like, all right, and it's a checklist in the head, I still could be more efficient at the tasks of eating breakfast, which will save me more time, which will save me time getting online and live streaming with you guys in the morning for 15-20 minutes of what I'd like to talk about. So learned a couple different things. In fact, learned something new. I learned a couple things brand new yesterday. In fact, I need to read the instructions on my new ham radios over there. But yeah, efficiency part 2. How can we be even more efficient? Using checklists and then putting that checklist into practice, printing it out and maybe checking it off on a daily basis. It's nice to have those check marks next to the task. For one, for me, it's pretty satisfying when I color in a box and I get something done, right? If you've not done that, maybe try it, because I think that it will lead to more efficiency on your part when it's time to do those tasks, whatever they are. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this off right now because I do have to get ready to go to work. Well, actually, I am already ready for work. All I got to do is, I moved my bag over to the steps already. I'm just going to grab the drone and head out from there. But what are your questions with respect to efficiency? What are you doing with respect to efficiency? So I think I actually like doing this morning coffee routine that I've started, this morning coffee with Jason in the morning, the morning show, the coffee show. Yeah, and maybe we'll be doing this more often. In fact, I've got a couple things to do. This reminds me, looking at the video behind me, I need to set this up as a return in Amazon along with this other piece of kit that I purchased. I didn't like the way this felt. This is a hard gaming mouse pad. Instead, I'm using this mouse pad, this giant mouse pad, this black neoprene here, as my mouse pad for gaming and as my mouse pad in general. But it covers the entire span of this area here. You can't even actually. It goes out another 5 inches from here, my hand width, the edge. What's nice about this is that I have the entire space here as a desk now, as a platform to do stuff. Oh, again, I'm trying something different here. Kagawa TV official, thanks for joining. So you saw that this is what I'm looking at. So I'm doing something different. I've got the 2 screens. Let me show you. Left monitor. Where this is the studio, what is next, what's on deck, and this is what is actual. Ooh, my camera's crooked. There we go. Okay, cool. And we'll point this over here a little bit more. There. That's good enough. It's nice to have that little edge there so I can see that I'm straight or not. So there. My new gaming mouse pad. And it gives me full freedom of movement here. I don't have to worry about this mouse pad here being... Now, do I need all this space to come over here? No, I don't. But just from a standpoint of... I like how clean this entire space looks now. My office, my desk space. And that's what's important to me. If that makes sense. Kagawad, let me go ahead and click that link so that it can play in the background for you. Different kinds of resort in Saud Beach. Good. And I'll leave that on mute in the event that you have music that is copyrighted in your video. So that will play off to the right. So what are you doing to be more efficient at whatever task? How can you save 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, minutes in the day and be more efficient with whatever it is you're doing? So a couple things that came to mind for me. Maybe I will go ahead and get that pill box so it's easier for me to scoop out and consume the vitamins. I mean, I didn't time myself, but I know that I could save a lot more time. In fact, maybe that's another video, how to be more efficient, and maybe an efficiency video for you guys. I know this is a drone channel, but the efficiency leads to also me being able to get outside and fly my drones. What am I also doing to be more efficient in flying my drones? And such. But thank you very much for stopping by. This is a really quick one so I could get on to the office, and maybe we'll see you later on this evening on a, hey, what did you do today, Jason? Kind of a live stream. What do you think about that? If you think that's a good idea, if you've gotten this far in this video, go ahead and put that in the comments. Jason, we want to see you do a closeout video, a closeout of the day video, and we called it Thought of the Day last night, TOD. So I got my POD, my plan of the day, and then Thought of the Day. The after action report. What did I do throughout the day? The thing is that it will not be right before I go to sleep, because it'll probably be at like 8:30 p.m. so that I can have a moment to talk about my day. I can go long. Last night I think I went an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and so I could play some Fortnite. In fact, we'll see. So I can play some Fortnite. What's important to me, right? And that leads to also, I've got so many different hobbies, so many different things that I'm doing these days, where it's like, how do you find time to do it all? I don't. I can't. I have 36 drones. I can't fly all of them, not at the same time. I don't fly every single one on a daily basis, but I want to fly on a daily basis based on weather, of course, tasks and such. But maybe it's like, all right, Saturday mornings are my fly days. At night, I live stream my Fortnite gaming, etc., etc. But figuring these things out, creating that battle rhythm, that entire day battle rhythm, that entire week battle rhythm, that so that I can accomplish the things that I want to do, as opposed to, let's go do this, let's go do that, let's go do this, let's go do that, and really be task oriented and being efficient at every single thing that I do. But I've got some one more admin task before I get to the office right now, such as setting up the return for this hard gaming pad. I didn't like the way it felt. Maybe if it were longer, It'd be cool, but I like how quiet this is also. Compared to this one, it's like, that's what it sounded like. This, it's not as loud. It sounds screepy, and I didn't like the way it felt. It's nice though because it can be cleaner. It's easy to just swipe my hand off of it and be clean in that manner, you know. But I got to return that, and I got to return this. They're both Amazon purchases, so they'll be fine. Easy to do. But thank you very much for joining and hanging out with me this morning. Efficiency. Share in the comments how you are being more efficient throughout your day and such. But thanks a lot for hanging out with me, YouTube. We'll see you later on this evening, either on this channel or my gaming channel if you want to game along. All right, see you guys. Bye.